Hey folks, welcome back to Shadow Empire. Okay, before I roll the turn on this time, what I'm going to do is a few things that I missed. Firstly, I want to restrict the amount of water that we're producing. We are selling the excess, and we actually got 18 credits for there's 110 water, which is not bad, right? And we can actually sell some of our excess water here, but you'll see that we don't get a huge amount of money for it. But we don't need all this water. So let's sell this water. It's going to give us some much needed credits, and we can also sell some food, and I'm going to do the same with the food, but I'm not going to sell quite so much of it because we're only getting 50, and I think this is because I didn't actually. Oh no, this got enough water the last turn, so yeah, it's producing 200. We can only store a maximum of, where are we? 1,881. But we're doing okay. We want a stockpile of food. If we have any food shortages, we'll know about it. But at this point, it might be worth just to get a little bit of extra cash just to sell some of this excess food. Now, yeah, maybe just. You know what? For the amount of money, I'm probably not going to bother. I'll just leave that. But the water was worth selling. Now, also, we want to cut the water production here. We don't need to be producing this much water. We're actually getting an excess. So we were actually making 600 a turn by the looks of it. 800 the ice mine's supposed to be making. And how much are we using? We're producing 800. We're consuming 200. So we're getting a 400% per turn excess, I believe. This zone has 200 water in reserve stock as well. And it's not going anywhere else for the time being. So I am actually just temporarily going to cut the supply. Now, this planet I don't think has any rainfall. I'm pretty sure it's all going to be coming from ice, right? So that means the water, it can run out. I mean, this is a lot of water, but I think it's prudent just to stockpile it. So I'm just going to drop the water production down to 50%. We'll see. We might be able to figure out if that's enough. If I might just drop it down to 25% just for one turn, and just kind of monitor it from there. There's another thing we can do, which is move this militia unit here. Now, where do we want to be moving it to? Well, we want more recon on this square here, because this is going to be probably, I mean, we're going to try to, I reckon there's a zone here. Very likely farmers or some alien units, something like this. But maybe farmers. So we want to try and get some recon on these guys. Okay, we didn't really learn much there, but that's okay. I mean, we've 18 recon there. We need to get some motorbike units up as quickly as possible. And also probably save for some buggies too. The other thing that I wanted to do was I want to start switching around some of my commanders. So we've got Grey Rayhill. This advisor is actually okay. Not so great at, learning, but decent intelligence, decent charisma. I'm going to attach... Is this a man or a woman? It's a male. I'm going to attach him to the governor here, because the governor is not that great. That will cause friction in the long term, but at least the advisor is getting used, and that should help. The other job is we need to get rid of this guy, Tim Bower. He's got to go.
Aye, aye, sir.
So I'm going to get rid of him. I don't know what job he's going to get in the future. Let me just have a quick look to see if he's useful for anything. He's really not useful for anything, as far as I'm concerned. I mean, he has some. I mean, he could make an OHQ commander, but his war rating's very, very low. I think he's just got to go. So let's just get rid of him. We're going to have to accept that he's probably going to be upset with us. His faction's going to be really annoyed as well. But that's only the advisor. So, I mean, I'm not that bothered, actually. And then we want to put this reserve pool member into this Ronnie Morbius. He's going to be our new SHQ commander. So that will happen next turn. Now, this is going to cause us a bit of turmoil this turn. Okay, so it's probably going to cause us supply problems. So I'm just going to have to be aware of that. Okay, so I'm going to roll the turn on. I think that was everything I wanted to do. Yeah, that was everything I'd written down. So let's roll the turn on and see what happens next. Okay, you'll be glad that I'm not including the turn times because with so many AI factions, there's 140 or something. The turn times are taking quite a long time. Honestly, I kind of complained about the amount of time that the turns took when I did my final review for eXplorminate, but actually, considering the amount of processing going on, it's not bad, really. It's not that long. I think I probably waited about 3 minutes there, so that's not a huge amount of time. Especially considering there's like 140 factions in the game. I've got to say, man, Vic's done a good job with this game. Okay, we're in the time of relative calm. Still got 22 turns of that to go. We've discovered motorbike infantry. This is awesome. Really pleased about that. We've got some credits. Excellent job. We finally got our first OHQ stratagem, and defense is a good one for infantry. We can also send some spies. We can recruit a merc, offer protection. That might be handy. Ask a friend for help. Okay, let's have a look at what we are doing here. Okay, so I want to take this town. This town being Winkelberg or Winkelberg. Winkelberg, it has nearly 60,000 free folk. This is pretty much about the same amount of people as I've got. We've got 65,000 in Skull Tower, so this is huge, man. We want to take this. We've also taken this one here. Where are we? B-Tree, or B-Teary, which had 30,000. So you see why you want to try and take these as quickly as possible. We haven't received any hostility on this side. We've got to be a little bit careful because we want to figure out. Okay. We were ambushed, and these look like humans. They are just rifle militia with low-tech weaponry. Not very effective units. If you actually check out our soldiers compared, we are much stronger, even with our basics, slug throwers and envirosuits. So we should be able to defeat these guys if it comes to a straight fight. Now, yeah, I'm going to move these up. This direction. Okay, so now we've got some recon on them. We've got 24,000 men, which is a fair amount. That's just we've only got 42 recon points, so this is going to be highly inaccurate information, I think. We probably, let's see, let me think about this. Yeah, let's leave those guys there. We want some kind of front-facing force. We do need to, mind you, we could come around this way. Yeah, that's probably a better move because I don't mind. They're not going to go here because they all get surrounded. So we can actually use the placement of these two to threaten, to control this area here. That means we want to be going this direction and try and getting around them. However, I really want to scout Winkelberg and just see if there's anything in here. We've only got 30 recon points on it. Usually there'll be something in there. But I think not, because we've got no zone of control. So that's good. Let's move towards Texidump. What's this? This is Zanstein. That's another minor regime. There's so many regimes in this game. Seriously. There's loads of them. We've got Texidump, and we've got cyber robots. This is a derelict ancient mech, and will give us military research bonus. We want that. We've also got some... we've got 1,400 scavenger points in this ruin as well. Alright, interesting stuff. While I'm at it, I'm just going to send a spy into this territory here just to see what we've got. We've got a reasonable chance of making this. Excellent. We've got one spy in. I'm not going to spend any more. Alien natives tried to talk with us. What else have we got? We've just got a unit decision. Yeah, let's get this guy in here.
Yes, sir.
So that's our SHQ, and let's send a linguistics team.
Yes, sir.
The aliens seem to have appreciated our efforts, but we cannot say they made any progress. So progress has been made in understanding their language. So we've increased the relationship with Vogalia territory and increased our mind profile, which is really important. So these guys, I don't know if you can confederate the aliens, but I'd like to. If we can, that'd be great. It's just a shame that they've got this part of this territory here, but we'll be able to confederate it. And it's only a little bit of a territory. It's not a big problem, I don't think. Let's get these guys down this direction. This is landing territory. I don't want to annoy them too much because they were friendly with us. So now this is 2, 3, 4. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're within 6 squares of Skull Tower, so we could actually mine this, or yeah, we can put a recycler on here to see how much resources we've got. Now it's the machines that we're short of. We can build some machines. Let's move these tanks up here. Fairly sure these guys won't be able to hurt them too much. Yeah, I think let's keep these guys around here just in case the guys from landing territory do try to. We've got 59 relationship. That's not bad. What are these guys now? We're 57, so we're at peace, but we've actually got a better relationship with the landing. All right. Now, just make sure we've not got any deficits anywhere here. Well, everything's looking okay. We've still not reached our maximum storage. Yeah, might need to increase the production here, since we're using the amount of troops. Hold on, how many does this take normally? It's 2,000 workers, isn't it? 1,000 worker points. Sorry. Yeah, let's put it up to 50%. We were lucky that we got that money last turn. Let's have a look, see if we've got any urgent issues. Our governor's got low relation. That's a problem. So I don't want to use a fate point on that. Yeah, she's low. No, she's a faction leader as well. Why did that go down? Relation was higher than the natural point 40. Okay. She's got quite high ambition and she's corrupt as well. Reasonably high egoism. Not really much I can do about that at the moment. What we probably should do is just make sure that we've got plenty of... We have got a decent garrison on there. Okay, we want to make sure we've got plenty of garrison. I don't think they rebel and take your only city, but I mean, if this is Shadow Empire, anything can happen. I don't think that would happen, but you never know. Okay, I think that's that for that turn. There's not a huge amount else I can do, I don't think. Yeah, I might, before I do anything further, let's have a look where we're at with the profile. We've got curiosity incoming, I think. Cultural adjustment bonus would be really useful. National pride, morale bonus. We've got free market with the commerce bonus. Yeah, I'd like to get some of these up as well. Start getting some of these bonuses here. Open politics would be nice because we get even more political points. When we think about what we need to do for long-term goals, or short-term goals. Now, our short-term goal is to get our... We want to get the Economic Council up, and then we want to start prospecting. Hopefully we'll find some metals, and... Yeah, I think we also need to get industry. Industry is really important. It's a shame we couldn't get this early, but we might find another one. We're quite close to the top of the map, you'll notice. I do wonder if there's going to be a zone here somewhere. Okay, I'm going to roll the turn on. So let's have a look at round 6. We kept our promise to conquer Winkelberg. Excellent. That's going to increase our word score. We've got 400 GR grade infantry. That's awesome. 4 machinery from Winkelberg and got a couple of stratagems. Okay, so it's recommending that we raise our morale. Ah, there we go. Lancaster. What do we know about this place? Well, not a lot, but we got a spy in, which is good. So that spy has actually given us a little bit of information about how close they are. Now, we might be able to cut these guys off here with these fast tanks. Let me think about how we're going to do this. Now, I just want to show you something that you won't have seen. So if we just go through here, some units appeared on this side. They're kind of reorganized. And then these, I think they're going to be farmers. They moved back, look. They started to retreat. So they know they can't take us on. They're forming up along this along this border here. Like, this is why it's really important, by the way, to check this history thing if you have not been paying close attention. And these guys were just kind of readjusting around there too. Okay, let's get back to the map. So they're very likely going to be here. Okay. So we need to kind of figure out how we're going to go about doing that. Now, we've got a minor regime called Zandstein here. We've got Lancaster Federation. Ah, they are farmers. These are a farmer regime. So, yeah, we've got units here, I think. Maybe. I think that's a reasonable assumption. Yeah, let's try and get these militia, fast militia units around. I'll move these guys into this cloud forest here. It's quite slow going. I think my HQ unit will be okay here. Okay. Now we're in danger of surrounding these guys. Oh, they're in danger of being surrounded. I'd like to cut them off if I can. I've got 74 recon points, and it's saying there's only 2. Let's just think about what we're going to do first. We've not got any decisions to make this turn. Now, this is Badenreich. Frieder Koch Kaiser is the Kaiser of Badenreich. Ah, look at this. Here's another decent... Oh, 49,000. I want that. Gimme. Let's get these guys over. Hopefully we can take it before they do. I'd be willing to break a treaty over that, actually. That's a large free folk amount. Skull Tower. Let's have a look what's going on at home. Her relationship is dropping still. We are increasing. We've basically gone up, yeah, by 6,000. So that's good. Dangers to dropping. Fear is diminishing as well. Militancy level is increasing. Can't see any problems here. Our issue that we've got is we just don't have very many industrial points and we haven't got much metal. I think usually you start with more ruins than this nearby, so that's really kind of made things difficult. So I'm going to have to get we're going to have to start constructing recycling facility here. So it's going to take 125 for 2 rounds plus, yeah, it's going to take several rounds to get this out. But I think we need to do it now.
Understood.
This will also get us artifacts as well, and they will be useful. Now, these guys might actually invade us. They're probably just going to move these guys back this turn. I didn't want to just attack just with these cataphracts because it's not unheard of for weak units to be able to take down a stronger unit if you get some really bad dice rolls. So, I mean, it's very, very unlikely, by the way, but it's possible. I don't want to lose those. They are really good. These GR grade infantry are going to be great. We should be able to use these guys to support this force in taking Lancaster. And this will be our second zone. I'd be interested to see what else they've got there. Looks like that's the edge of their territory. We've got Celtris, which is part of Bloodspace. So Bloodspace is another minor regime. And if we look at the look, these are all the different zones around us. There's loads of them. There's loads of regimes on this game. Okay. We could offer ourselves as a protectorate of... We can't use that on the natives. Oh, it worked with Baden-Reich, though.
Yes, sir.
It worked. Okay, right. We've initiated the first step of confederation with Baden-Reich now. I don't know what they are a farmer nation, I think. Yeah, they're farmers, and they're now under the protectorate of the three schools. So these guys, I think we should be able to see what they see now. I'm not sure if that's quite right. Let's just double check that. It doesn't say if you've got... I can't remember actually whether this gives you information. I don't think so. It might not. We might have to get a spy in there and just have a look what they've got. It shouldn't be a big problem now.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that was a relatively easy roll. Let's just get one spy in there. And I want to just have a look what they've... how much territory they've got. And hopefully they don't need protecting. Bearing in mind that if anyone invades them now, we will automatically be at war with them. So that's something to think about. Okie dokie. Let's roll the turn on, I think. I don't think there's really much else we can do. And here's round 7. Lancaster Federation have declared war on us, so that was inevitable, really. And we've discovered the light tank. Okay. We are running low on credits. That's something we can fix. Now, how close to building this asset are we? Oh, we've still got 1 turn left. So we managed to get a whole turn's worth of production out of it, but we are going to... It's going to take several turns to get this one up. We need to get this up, though, really, really quick. Now, because... I might just slow the rate of... what turn are we on? Round 7. I mean, I might just slow the rate of getting these guys out now. I don't know if we need quite so many. And I think I'd rather have Skull Tower expanding a little bit quicker. So, let's just see what decisions we've got to make first. Well, she wants a personal guard. Most people are agreeing with this. That will raise autocracy, and I'm not going to complain about raising autocracy. It will drop meritocracy, but that's not a big problem. Mine's also kind of useful, though. Thing is, it will upset T. Boer, but he's going to be upset anyway. He's just like a spare part at this point. We've also got a policy speech. Let's say we're going to take Lancaster, because we are going to do that. So we'll take Lancaster, and I think this will make her happier. So I suppose we can allow this. Yeah, that's made her a little bit happier. She's over the danger threshold now. We're going to move these. This is Vagalia territory. The Vagalias are... Well, they've got quite a lot of territory, those guys have. I'll tell you what, these aliens are not as aggressive as I thought they'd be, and I'm glad about that. Just have a look at their readiness. Oh, they're a little bit low on... What are they low on? They're low on fuel. They didn't get enough fuel. Let's just have a look at our... Ah, this is the problem, look. These guys are out of supply now. We need to get a road up here. I think this turn we need to clear this unit. So, what have we got? Dare I do? No, I don't want to move my... Let's just have a look at this guy again. Have a look at this commander. He's not very heroic. I think he's unlikely to... Oh, he's also got escape artist as well. I think this guy's unlikely to get too involved in this battle, so he might be safe to be sat next to it. Let's move those up. How many recon have we got? 91. Might just... I could attack with these guys first, just get some recon points in. Problem is that there will be casualties if I do that. Now, I know that I'm getting a penalty here, and it's saying the odds are less. Actually, I think this would be wiser. It might spread out damage from the cataphracts. So let's just see... They're making a good account of themselves, of these farmers.
Mission accomplished.
But we won. Okay, so now we've cleared the road, which means that next turn we are actually going to get more supply. So that was important. It would have been better really to kind of try and cut them off, but I haven't got the resources to build excessive roads at the moment. Let's see if we can get these troops up. No, we don't want to attack blind. That's not a good idea. Yeah, those GR troops need support. Okay. Over on this side, I want to take bags. Now, this is Lancaster Federation, so we can just happily stroll in on there. And there we go, we've taken it. Now, we're eating into Zandstein here. I don't know who they are. Oh, and look, we've got eyes on Baden now. This is the guys that we've got a protectorate agreement with. 62,500 men. They're pretty loyal. And the culture name is Badener. So, that's not a bad little slice of town. They've also got Reetcon, 10,000, 21,000 and 10,000. So, 22 between those two. Nearly 33,000 that we extra troops that we've got in these smaller towns. And also, look, these guys are actually in this savannah here. So this was going to be okay for farming too. It's about this kind of time of the game that we need to start building a transport hub, I think. This should be enough to fund... I think we should be okay for the time being. But, you know, if we start getting any more troops, we really need to start thinking about more transport infrastructure. Word score is solid. We've got 109 credits of negative cash flow, so we need to make some money. Ooh. We can sell a lot of water.
Yes, sir.
Let's do that. Hey, this is interesting because it's not often that you get planets where there's kind of places with excessive water where you can still sell water. So, yeah, that's really useful. Really, really useful. We can also sell some rare metals and get a lot of money. In fact, I might do that. So let's get rid of those. We don't need those rare metals at the moment. We're getting a steady influx of them anyway. So if we do need to produce any to make machinery, then that's okay. I'm hoping that we find some more as we travel, as we explore. I don't think we can do a whole lot more. We do have some spies. Madalar territory. It's often worth getting a spy into the non-aligned forces because you can actually reveal a lot of the map there.
Yes, sir.
Let's do that, I think. Now we've got a few... we've actually got some spare political points. Let's try looking at Celsius as well. Okay, we failed on that one. No problem. We could start replacing some of these really bad characters that we've got, but for the time being, they're not doing too, you know, they're not hurting us too much. Now, let's just go back into the Empire dashboard. Yeah, still quite far away from designing this new machine gun model. Have we got anything to discover? So we found the tank. We've got the motorbike infantry. Yeah, we need to hurry up getting this guy so that we can get motorbike infantry next, and then we're going to go for tanks, I think. Okay, I think that is going to be the end of the episode, guys. So I'm going to leave it there, and I'll roll the turn on next time, and we can see what's happening. Hope you're enjoying the series so far. Let me know what you think about it in the comments. If you've got any suggestions or, you know, anything that you want to say, feel free. And yeah, I'll catch you in the next episode. See you later.